Hello and welcome back to the podcast. I'm Michael. And we are the Knights of Entertainment, a podcast covering your favorite and unknown movies, games, comic books, anime, and more weekly. We appreciate you being here and hope you enjoy the show. This is what we are covering tonight.
We got episode 4 of Blue Mountain State. Season 1.
Season 1.
I'm dying. Coming off of a cold.
But before we do, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You can enjoy the show on YouTube, Spotify, Rumble, Odyssey, and more. We also have membership tiers on those platforms if you'd like to support the channel, or you can check out buymeacoffee.com/KOE podcast.
All right, so it is Rivalry Weekend, and the episode's called Rivalry. I can't even say it. Yeah, fucking dog. Sorry.
Rivalry.
I can't. I honestly can't right now. Rivalry. Weekend.
Just say it in Spanish.
Rivalry. It kicks off basically the star quarterback of Blue Mountain State is suspended from the next game, Saturday's game, because he was caught getting a blowjob from a prostitute. The dean's like, I can't have this. There's news coverage and all this scandal, and like the coach is like, please, he's our star player. We need him for the game. It's the rivalry weekend. We need him, and he's like, no, I'm putting my foot down, coach. And so the dean leaves, and the coach is like all mad at the star quarterback, and the quarterback's like, I'm sorry, coach. Maybe we should pray on this. And the coach is like, that's a good idea. Let's pray on this. God, could you please make my star quarterback keep his fucking dick in his pants? Because Travis is like super like religious type, kind of like the Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
And you'll never guess who Travis is actor wise. It's good old the CW Green Arrow.
Really?
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah. Wow.
It's one of his first roles.
Wow.
Yeah.
He went from that to
The Green Arrow.
to drama Green Arrow.
Yeah. That's nothing. The guy who played Alex Moran went to one of those soap operas. Those soaps, like those morning shows on cable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I saw him one day. I'm like, Moran, is that you? I can't believe it. And so now that Travis is suspended, Moran has to go from second string to first string, and he has to lead the team in the next game. And Moran's like, I cannot do that. I am not, like, he's not equipped to be the lead on the first, not even, let's say, like their first televised game of the season, too. So he can't, like, all he wants to do is coast as a second string, get laid as often as possible, and just get by as minimal as he can, like with the bare minimum effort. So he cannot be the lead right now. So he's doing his best. Like at one point, he asks Craig Shiloh, the running back, like, I need you to break my leg. Like he comes over to his apartment with a sledgehammer. I need you to take me out misery style. And just you be my number one fan and crack my fucking leg in half. He's like, I can't do that. Like, you gotta get together, Moran. You knew one day it was gonna be the Moran and Shiloh show, and today's that day. He's like, yeah. Like there's no other way to, like he's trying to like convince Moran like this is what you got to do.
Yeah.
But Moran's not having it. So he's like, he's got to figure out a way to somehow get Travis to be reinstated back to the starter. So he goes over to talk to Travis and see what happened. And when he gets to the goat house to talk to Travis, Thad is there, and he's basically like almost like he's making out with Travis. Like they are that like they're like looking dead in each other's eyes, and they're like humming together, like, we'll get through this together. And I'm like, what is weird? Like something about Thad and Travis, and like they have like this weird, like, I guess symbiotic relationship. Not symbiotic, but like they're just like that, like a bromance kind of. Like they like
synergy,
because he's the head of the defense team, and Travis is the head of the offense team. So the team captains, I guess, are like super in sync.
Yeah.
And he sees Moran. Travis sees Moran, like, oh, hey, Moran. Like, tears rolling down his eyes. Who knew a staring contest would get so serious? And then Thad leaves, and Travis is like, I'm not a bad person for wanting a blowjob, am I? And Moran's like, no, you're good. By the way, you know that stripper's name? Or the hooker's name? Do you think I could talk to her? He's like, yeah. And so Travis goes to the hooker's house, apartment, right? And it's like some real rundown, like, you want some crack. Like the minute you want some crack, like the second you get there, I got all the crack you need. All right, so we're about to get into some insensitive stuff, and I apologize for the time. It was 2004. They didn't know any better. But basically, the hooker is just a dude in a gold wig. It's just a black man in a gold wig, right? And I guess he's transvestite.
No. Today he is a woman.
Yes. If that's what he identifies as, yes. I 100% whatever. Like, I don't know. No, I don't want to offend anybody, so
That's fine. This podcast offends enough people as it is. So.
I never mean to offend out of
Malice.
malice, out of misinformation by accident. I don't know enough. Like
He's very sheltered from what you would think.
yeah, like I am a child. I'm sorry. I respect everybody 100% unless you're I don't know,
Someone kid.
a Nazi, a pedophile. Those should be fucking dogs.
Bestiality.
You can be anything else. You can be everything you want to be. If you like getting your toes licked by a hamster, that's bestiality. Never mind. That was the weirdest shit I could come.
Automatically something.
You know, I saw a post on TikTok that said like, I know everyone's let their dog go down to them at least once. And I'm like, you saw that dog? I'm like, what the?
That was on Twitter. Yeah.
Weird, huh?
Very
But anyway, I'll never make fun of you out of like
malice.
malice. Or like, if I do, it's because I don't have enough information, so I don't know. So anyway, the hooker, Moran wants the hooker to lie to the police and say that she just got a ride from Travis and not a blowjob.
Right.
And the hooker was like, no, I'm a good Christian woman and I will not lie. And he's like, you're a hooker, Eddie. He's so mad. So Moran makes a deal with the hooker. If Shiloh lets the hooker go down on him, she'll recant her story. And he's like, let me see, Shiloh will never go with this, but I'll find a way. So he tries to make, like, you have to think about it. Like, Shiloh's like super sheltered. He's got a girlfriend. He's super faithful, even though she doesn't give him anything. So there's no way he would ever hook up with a hooker. So he's like, how do I figure this out? And so he goes to Shiloh. He's like, so what's the wildest thing your friends ever asked you to do? What's the craziest thing? Like, he's like literally, like, you ever think about blowjobs and like, does it matter who gives it to you? And he's like, what? And like he keeps bringing up blowjobs like half through, like 10 minutes in the episode, right?
Right.
And Shallow's like, we're gonna play poker tonight, right? And like, yeah, you better stop talking about blowjobs. You weird me out. Like it was a weird conversation. Like, how do you?
Because he's thinking that he's wanting to give him one.
Oh yeah, I guess that would be what he was trying to think in his head. Like, what the hell are you talking about, bro? So your bros give each other blowjobs, right? Like, I didn't think about that at the time, but yeah, it could be what he was thinking about.
He's like, dude, no.
So Brand's like, so yeah, I know I got this new poker place we can go to. Let's go play poker. He's like, all right, no more talk about blowjobs though. Like, you got it, bro. So they get back to the crack house basically, and Craig's with Shiloh, and then all of a sudden Denise pops up, and Shiloh's like, yo, well, what's going on? He's like, what? I play poker with my girl. Like, we're a tag team.
Yeah.
And she's like, Craig, where are we? I've been offered crack 3 times when I got here. I'm like, God dang, they just fucking giving crack out at this point. So they go in, and instead of like a poker table or anything, because Moran lied, there's just a romantic table set for 2. It was for the hooker and Shiloh. And so the conversation gets, it gets out of hand, and Shiloh, Moran's like, all right, the hooker, this is the hooker that Travis hooked up with. If you let her go down on you, then she'll recant her story. Travis is back on the team. Everyone wins. Like Moran is like this was my favorite version of him. Like when he is freaking the fuck out. Like when he's not in control, right? He's like I gotta fix this. And so of course Shadow's like, ain't no goddamn way I'm getting a blowjob from a hooker. And then he's like, he'll do it. It's like Denise is like 100% down because she wants. If Charlotte does well in the football, goes to the NFL, they make millions, right? And they're married. So she's 100% down with the hooker going down to her boyfriend. I'm like, well, damn, girl.
Because she's like one of those a thoroughbred gold diggers.
Yeah, I guess she was. Yeah, like 100%. Like she does not care as long as she got that ring and that no prenup. And so, it's about to happen, right? Like, Shallow kind of Like, yeah, we do need Travis. But then at the last minute, he freaks out and he runs away. So Moran's like, what if you went down on Shallow's girlfriend? And the hooker's like, ew. Because Ganesh was like, I'll do it for the team. So that plan is out of the way. So come morning, and so next morning, the coach is all right. So we don't have Travis anymore. So now we have to go rally behind Moran. And Moran pops up in front of the huddle. He's like, "All right, team, you got. I'll make sure to lead us to the." It's just. It was so funny. He's just like, because he cannot do leadership. Like he is on his fucking last legs.
And all that stress.
That stress is killing him. Oh man, it was so funny. All right, so we paused that because the B plot is so Sammy, Moran's best friend, he's the mascot for the goats. He's just but they have him, right? Dressed up as a goat, and they have another goat, an actual goat named Billy, who's like the mascot. So it's like mascot, I guess, or mascot and like something else. We got like
The live mascot itself.
I guess like kind of like that bulldog the college team have,
Yeah.
but they also have like a bulldog and a person in a bulldog outfit, I guess.
Right.
I don't know the difference. It's two
The
mascots. Yeah, the anthropomorphic one.
Yes.
So, because it's rivalry weekend, I'm still saying this fast so it doesn't you don't realize I messed it, but you know I did. The opposing team just fucking rolls out in like a rape van, and they try to kidnap the goat Billy, but Sammy's like, you ain't taking this goat. If you're taking Billy, you're taking me too. And they're like, all right. So they fucking toss him in the fucking van too, and they fucking take him and Billy back to their hideout. Here's something weird that only my insane brain would notice. The head cheerleader of the rivalry team has the same like complete basically design or makeup as the head cheerleader of the home team, the Blue Mountain State. They have bangs down to their eyebrows. They have a ponytail and pale white skin, Caucasian, and brownish black hair. The same hairstyle, the same, like the 100% the same look. And it was so jarring to me. I'm like, wait, so the cheerleader is different for our
It's
team.
a different woman.
Yeah, it's a different woman. It's just weird that they went with the same like look. It kind of like threw me off. I'm like, are they sisters from a? I don't understand why they look so similar.
Right.
Why both cheerleaders look alike? It threw me off. But that's what I kept going through my head. But there was no reason for it. It could have just been like maybe it's an inside joke to them.
Yeah.
That all head cheerleaders look the same. All right, so they got Billy. And Sammy's like, this is ridiculous. You can't hold us here. And like, we're not. We're holding Billy. You can leave whenever you want. You can just go. And then he's like, Sammy's like, not leaving. Like, I'm not leaving without Billy. And they go through the newspaper of the BMS newspaper, the Blue Mountain State newspaper. And they're like, oh, we made the front page. They're all excited that they made the front page because Billy got stolen. And Sammy's like, oh, they're talking about me. And like, you're not even mentioned in page 3. Like, there's no mention of Sammy getting kidnapped at all.
At all.
And he is fucking furious. So he goes back he just leaves. Like, he goes back to the campus and talks to Moran. And Moran's like, yo, did you realize I got kidnapped? And I'm like, not right now, Sammy, I'm busy. And so Sammy gets mad. And as he goes through the campus, they're holding a memorial for Billy. And there's no mention of Sammy whatsoever. He is fucking livid. So he's like, all right, I'll go get that goat back and I'll teach him who's who. So he goes back, kidnaps the goat, escapes down the stairs with him. The cheer group on top is chasing him. Another cheer group's on bottom chasing him. So they kind of corner him at like a stairwell, right? And it's just low enough. So he's like, his plan is to throw Billy over so Billy will run away. So he tosses Billy over the railing, except Billy has a leash on and he gets caught in the railing and he fucking hangs him to death. And so what became a lighthearted prank has now become, animal cruelty, basically.
Right.
So they take Sammy and Billy out in the van. And as we unpause and it's the next morning. Alex just had this little situation, about to throw up, about to leave the team. They're having like a rally the dean is having a rally in front of the campus, and the van pulls up. They toss Sam out, and the goat. They just toss Billy, like just a dead goat, and then they all freak the fuck out. And Sammy's like, it's just a dead goat. But then he realizes that everyone's watching him, like, so he starts pretending to cry. So they killed Billy. The dean knows him. Yeah, and the dean's starts fucking bawling too. They run. One of the cheerleaders goes to the football players' locker room, tells them what happened. So the football players all come out to campus, right? It's like, oh, they killed. Everyone's free. They killed Billy. And the coach is like, looks at the dean like, you know what you need to do to fix this? We need Travis back. And he's like, you got it. And the killing of Billy motivated. This is the fucked up part. It motivated Shiloh enough to go get a BJ from the hooker in order for her to recant her story, but it was unnecessary because the coach had the dean, so he just got a blowjob for no reason. So Denise tried to stop him because she overhears the coach.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, what are you doing? And she gets there, right? And as she gets there, the hooker's like, go see. Just licking her lips. I'm like, God dang, she works fast. So that's basically the whole episode. The game, I guess they do well in the game. They have a fucking statue in commemoration of Billy with the dean holding the goat like it's dead. Like, no, like the dean just made himself in the fucking situation. And Sammy's like under his breath, but like he's next to Shiloh and Moran. And he's like, I don't know why the dean's got a statue if I'm the one that killed the goat. And they both turn to him like, what? And then Shiloh says something, and Sammy's like, you got blown by a hooker? What? Like they're all like in like their own situation, like kind of messed at the end, right? It was a good episode.
It's like, hang on a second. You killed the goat, but you got a blowjob by a hooker? Okay.
I don't think, yeah, they were both like, what? And Moran was like just elated. Like he was about to vomit on the campus when they saw the goat dead because of all the even more pressure. But they like, they say that Travis is back. And Travis is like, thank you, Jesus. Like he walks up with his bow and arrows and just starts fucking launching footballs. So that is episode 4 of Blue Mountain State. Who knew you would cry from doing eye staring contest, Moran? It's like, that is the funniest fucking character of that whole fucking show. They get so intense.
Oh, God.
So that's it for tune in next week for episode 5.
Cool. Anything else to add before we head out then?
Respect people and their life choices.
Sure. We will talk to you guys on the next one.
Adios.